you talking about external to from her?
Yeah, no, I'm basically saying external to
Okay.
her own possible world, because like I
All
think
right.
that these possible worlds would be functioning on different nomological laws, because like I said, these possible worlds would have their own like laws. There could be a possible world where gravity couldn't exist, or like 2 + 2 = like 3 or some shit like that. I was basically trying to say, for these even possible futures or these spatial temporal possibilities to even exist, we need to be predicated on these systems or these nomological laws in her verse.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying, okay, can you substantiate the universality of her power to affect other modal substructures? And he was basically trying to say that these possible futures would be bridged onto these other modal substructures because they all function under three thought systems. But what I'm basically trying to say is that they wouldn't work because, like as I said, they are like sorry, she's only dumbing down these fucking possible futures in her own world into one eventuality. Meaning these possible futures that even exist, they're just like governed by these laws. They're not like we aren't aware if that these could work on other like systems that are governed by different laws, basically.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
so
then oh shit, my
go
bad.
ahead. No, go ahead.
So yeah, and then my whole point is literally just that one. So yeah, I can agree that possible futures are going to be predicated on the world and the world's laws and whatever. That's fine, but so will the modal scope. So yes, although there can be a modal scope, or yes, it's true that the modal scope could be like a metaphysical one, or like a nomological one, or epistemological one, or whatever the fuck. It can be that. Yeah, that's fine. It can also be logical because that specific world, the world that she is in, is goes under logic. And then when we say logic, I mean classical logic, 3 laws of thought and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Nexus proves this, right? He says some shit and proves that when she's doing or when she's narrowing down these possibilities, they're logical possibilities. Okay, so just because it might not encompass what the current world's nomological laws are or whatever, it doesn't fucking matter because that's not the modal scope. The modal scope is not the world's nomological laws. It's
But
the
that's
world's
the
logical
thing. I don't
laws.
think you
And then chill. Hold on, wait. I
understand.
just want to say one more thing. I never conflated possible future
Yes,
and
the fuck
possible.
you
Really defined
Yes,
it.
you
No, I
did.
didn't.
You literally
Nexus
used.
did, but I
Did he
didn't.
not use
So
them
hold on, wait, hold on, chill.
interchangeably?
Wait, hold on, chill, bro,
Did you
chill.
not
I
use
literally.
interchangeably?
Wait, bro, did I not let you talk?
Yeah, wait, chill. Let Mono
Chill.
speak.
Yeah. So yeah, Nexus did, but I didn't. And I literally defined it 2 terms. So I said a possible future. Yeah, chill. I said a possible future is just the way the world
Wait,
could.
that's kind of crazy though,
Yo,
because
chill,
Nexus
chill,
did.
T,
Chill,
Wait,
chill,
no.
chill. Let him
Okay,
talk.
okay,
Let him
okay.
talk. Let him talk.
So I define possible future as the way the world could be, right? They just could, but could be indexed to the laws, or yeah, the laws within that world, which includes logical, which is why I'm saying want to be a logical modal scope, which Nexus is proves. And then I define a possible world as the way the world could be. So they're they're different by that. So that's it. And you
Well,
literally just didn't give
anyways,
any deep one. You were just saying shit.
well, no, anyways. So basically, these possible futures are not modal operators across worlds, bitch. They're basically branching outcomes inside her own world. Because a possible future would be a world relative like continuation of a state that's governed by her world's physical and casual laws, right?
Wait, say that one more time. Like the Empire.
Okay, so a possible future would be a world relative continuation of a state that's like basically governed by her own world's physical and casual laws.
It can, but I agree that it's contingent on the world's laws. But
Thank you.
the world has
Yes.
multiple laws, and so the
Uh-huh.
modal scope can change. Okay, so the modal scope can be a
What
nomological
do you mean by the
modal scope.
modal
But
scope
the
can
modal, but hold on, shit,
change?
yeah, I'm
But
explaining
no,
right
no.
now.
First,
I'm
explain
explaining right now.
that.
I'm explaining. Yeah, yeah, sure. So, so it can go under. So, like, for example, how we talk about possible worlds within this world. We know within this world we go under classical logic, but we also have nomological laws like the laws of physics and the laws within those laws of physics or whatever, right? So when we're talking about nomological laws, we're going to be talking about what we're going to be talking about this world's nomological laws are, which is like the law of like conservation, the laws of motions, shit like
Obviously.
that, right? And then when we were talking about logic, it's going to be talking about this world's logical laws, which is going to be the 3 laws of thought and whatever. And I'm saying that's going to extend with what's it called, with the Fate universe and their laws and
Oh,
all of
you've
that.
made a
So when they say
mess. You've made a
could,
hot
so when they
mess.
say
You've made a
could,
mess.
it can be logical, and we already know what they mean by logical, the
You've
3
made
laws
a
of thought, or it
mess.
can be
You've made a mess.
Can you stop interrupting
nomological,
Who
me?
which
made
are
that
going to be
mess?
the physical law, which are going to be the
Made
physical
that
laws
mess.
within that world, which can be different from our world and other possible worlds. I can agree, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So are you saying the
that's the
grounding for these statements, especially talking about the conditionals and the possible futures, is grounded within our logical laws instead of referencing like some causal laws indexed to the fiction only?
No, I'm saying the character, her law, like okay. So there, like modal like logic, nomological, all of that, that is going to be indexed to the character that I'm using. Her universe is going to be indexed to her universe. Yes, it's not going to be indexed to ours. But I can give a reason for why they're going to be using logic, as in classical logic, and
Yeah, when
yeah.
and that's under your definition you provided earlier. You said, and I quote, "Your point is that you can agree possible futures is predicated on the world and the world laws, and so with the model scope." So you said it's true the model scopes can be metaphysical or nomological. That's fine, but it can also be logical because the world she's in follows classical logic, right?
Yes, yes,
And then you
yes.
said Nexus proves that, given
But when she
that she
uses the
said
I can say
ability,
the argument one more
yeah,
time.
he can say the argument.
she's
But when she uses the ability, it is
ability
logical. It's not nomological. So her
because you
point.
define possibility for that given scan as being like something the way the world could have been in, and because of that, it's
Yeah,
not
like could be
indexed
in
as
the
like some
future. The way
causal
the world
laws.
could be in the future. Yeah, that's because it says possible futures. So
Okay,
that's
what
how
was
her.
the refutation of that to you?
Bro, what is this chat, bro? What the fuck? Niggas saying white power? Like what the and bringing
Yo,
homophobia back?
yo, we need it back, bro.
Bruh.
To wipe out.
Okay,
I
Bradley.
agree, bro.
All right,
But these gays getting too comfortable,
let's
bro.
go
We need it
B.
back.
Okay, so for
Okay,
what I'm
Mama.
getting at is that Nexus justify why it's indexed to logical laws. You're not
Okay,
just
I'm
limited to
back.
one
Yeah.
specific modal
Sorry.
scope.
Wait, what were you asking me?
Yeah, so I was asking what.
Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Chill out. Chill. It's chill. Real. 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 I mean, you did lose, though, not gonna lie. I don't know what, bro. For literally, it's real, bro. Yeah, la la la, you, yeah, she was. uh, yeah, you got one. Now, were you lying, bro? How? Or were you lying? How were you lying? But yeah, like, next is, like, what are you? Yeah, mono one, bro. Yes, 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 yes. So, mono one, cause like, you failed to frag, bro, that's all I gotta say. Like, you failed to frag, bro, that's all I gotta say. Shut up. Oh, so he gave the true position, and you failed to track the proposition laid out to you. Oh yeah, yeah. I recorded it. I recorded it. I have it on rec. I have it on rec. I'm still recording. Still, yeah. No, I'm still recording right now, son. Yo, yo. Literally. So how did you? Oh, how did you continue T? Lay it out. Lay it out. Oh, T. Track T. So how did you contend? Okay, cool. So you can't track. You can't track. Can't track. Can't track. Can't track. Can you track the conversation, retard? You're gonna beat on Vampy right now. Wait. What, retard? Let me end the recording right now. Okay, so let me end the recording right now. End the recording.